Right now, a proposal to get the middle class a tax cut is back on the table after the governor said he would be open to a new Republican proposal. What that means for you.
Also, health officials are encouraging Americans to get shots ahead of the fall season as the school year is starting all across the country.
And later, voice activation has become a common way for people to operate their devices, but UW researchers say it may not be as secure as you might think. What they found and how you can protect yourself. It's all ahead on News 3 now at 6. Reaction today to the Republican plan to again try to lower taxes on some Wisconsin taxpayers.
Political reporter Will Keneally is live at the Capitol as he dives into the specifics of the GOP plan and how it would affect you. Will?
So what we're talking about here with the middle class is Republicans are saying they're targeting it to the middle class, but how the state's tax brackets work, that means for this tax cut, it's any single filer making between $15,000 and $225,000. So now the taxes will drop from 5.3% to 4.4%. But in terms of actual dollars, someone making the state's average of $36,000 per year could see their tax be reduced by $32 back each year.
You look at what other states around the country have done. They have done something similar to us. The income tax cuts that we offered in the budget, that was never raised as an objection. It just seems like some people don't want to cut taxes no matter how hard we want to try to listen to what their concerns were.
Now, this is similar to a Republican-authored tax proposal that the Democratic governor had previously vetoed. The argument from Democrats here being that the tax cut disproportionately favors the wealthy here. But Republicans took out a provision of their former tax cut that would impact those making essentially $1 million up. Now, Evers says that that is a quote-unquote fair compromise, telling that to a Wausau TV station earlier yesterday. Reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Well, thank you. We are less than 24 hours from First Lady Jill Biden's visit to the Madison area. News 3 Now will bring you coverage of her stops in southern Wisconsin all day tomorrow. I'll be joined by reporters Catherine Merck and Will as we closely follow the First Lady's visit. Team coverage starts with News 3 Now this morning. It'll go through our early evening newscasts as well. And of course, you can watch our coverage throughout the day at channel3000.com.
Right now, residents in Florida are surveying the damage left behind from Hurricane Idalia this morning. The storm made landfall early today on Florida's northern Gulf Coast as a powerful Category 3 hurricane. The storm moved quickly, but what it left behind could be life-threatening. In Tampa, the state's third largest city, entire stretches are underwater. Hundreds of thousands have lost power, and Florida officials said storm surge could rise as high as 16 feet, leaving behind a mess of dangerous debris. Well, for the latest on where the storm is heading and our own forecast, let's check the First One forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
Yeah, it is a mess down in Florida because of Idalia, but a lot of times when we have a strong tropical system in the southern part of the United States, our weather actually turns out to be pretty nice like it is now. Let's start out by taking a look at the latest with Idalia. Storm surge warnings are still in effect for parts of the South Carolina coast around Charleston, and storm surge watches up into North Carolina. There are tropical storm warnings from central Florida all the way up to the Virginia, North Carolina border. Idalia right now, strong tropical storm, winds about 70 miles an hour with stronger gusts. The forecast is that it will move to the east-northeast pretty rapidly. So you can see by 1 a.m. tomorrow morning, that storm near the South Carolina, North Carolina state line, and then moving back out in the Atlantic Ocean and taking all of that rain offshore. So the fast movement of the storm will help a little bit, but a lot of rain still on the way. Flood watches are in effect from Georgia through the eastern portions of South Carolina and North Carolina. Some of the rainfall estimates from the computer models show as much as 5 to 10 inches of additional rain through much of eastern portions of North Carolina. Now around here, we could use the rain. We're not going to get any. In fact, we're going to get more heat. And we do have first warn weather alert days in the forecast from Saturday through Tuesday. For high temperatures, it'll be between 90 and 94. Heat index readings, it could be as high as 100 degrees, but we also could be setting record high temperatures Sunday, Monday, Labor Day Monday, and Tuesday. Visible cloud track shows lots of sunshine today. Those clear skies will allow temperatures to drop off pretty quickly tonight. In fact, last night temperatures were in the 30s north of the Dells, but high temperatures pretty comfortable, generally low to mid 70s, although east of Dane County temperatures stayed in the 60s, especially closer to Lake Michigan. And current temperatures right now right around 70 degrees in Madison, mid 70s to the west and upper 60s to the east. In fact, already down to 69 in Sun Prairie, 71 degrees in Oregon, and 72 in Verona. Look for skies to be mostly clear this evening. Temperatures dropping off to about 58 by late evening. Later on, I'll take a look at when that heat will arrive and how hot it'll feel in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. 7 people are now without a home after a fire in an apartment building this morning. Fire crews responded to 2400 Brentwood Parkway just before 1:30. When crews arrived on scene, they saw visible flames coming from the roof and found an active fire on the second floor. Firefighters were able to rescue one person from the second floor. That person taken to a hospital. Their condition is unknown at this hour. 6 others were able to evacuate the building on their own. The cause of the fire under investigation. The preliminary damage is estimated at $200,000. A motorcyclist in the hospital after authorities say another driver blew through a stop sign and drove into the motorcyclist's path in rural Grant County. Law enforcement found the motorcyclist lying in the middle of County Highway T at the intersection with Highway 61. This was about 5 this morning. The 52-year-old man suffered serious injuries. The driver of the other vehicle, a 19-year-old from Boscobel, was uninjured, but his vehicle did sustain some damage.
Meanwhile, up in northeastern Wisconsin, the DNR has launched a criminal investigation after 3 juvenile trumpeter swans were found shot to death at the Navarino wildlife area. A great blue heron was also found dead on Monday. DNR warden Clark Delzer says that death is likely related to the trumpeter swans. Both bird species are protected as you cannot hunt them. The fact there are no hunting seasons going on right now has nature experts saying these killings were no accident.
Somebody just, they either weren't thinking or they got a lot of guts or something else was going on. Because this is just right in your face and that hurts.
The DNR is asking anyone with any information to come forward to help catch who's responsible.
If you've ever had a beach day plan ruined because of the algae blooms, then you've already experienced the effects of agricultural runoffs. Those blooms are mostly caused by excess phosphorus-based fertilizer flowing into our rivers and lakes, making perfect conditions for that algae to grow. And that's why Wisconsin comedian Charlie Behrens and Milwaukee-based author Dan Egan are teaming up tomorrow for a panel on how Wisconsin's agriculture and clean waterways can coexist.
There are steps we can take where we can have food on our table, water in our glasses, and swimmers on the beach, and everybody wins, and that's what we want to talk about it.
Informed largely by Egan's reporting for his latest book, The Devil's Element, that conversation will also include UW-Madison researchers who will share ideas on how scientists, farmers, and conservationists alike can help solve the problem. This event scheduled for 5 to 6:30 on UW-Madison's Memorial Union Terrace.
Summer is almost over, and that means the annual flu bug will once again rear its ugly head. 2 other viruses, COVID-19 and RSV, are also expected to circulate through the air. But for the first time ever in the U.S., vaccines for all 3 threats will be available. An updated COVID vaccine is expected next month, and shots for the flu and RSV are already available.
If you look at the country as a whole, you look at the map of the country and look at the CDC recommendations, most of the country is considered low risk.
The CDC says in addition to getting vaccinated, people should also try early testing, improving ventilation systems, and in some cases, mask wearing. Well, the first over-the-counter opioid overdose antidote is expected to hit shelves next week. Emergent Biosolutions, the manufacturer of Narcan, says the medicine will have a suggested retail price of $45 per carton. Each carton includes 2 doses of the nasal spray. It'll be available at Walgreens, Rite Aid, Walmart, and CVS. Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, we head down to Janesville for our Back to School series as a high school there prepares for the upcoming school year.
Plus, excitement is brewing on the UW-Madison campus. First-year students sending all those parents home in tears, moving into their residence halls ahead of the fall semester. We're back after this.
Save big money with the 11% off everything at Menards. Mastercraft makes great doors inside and out, building the highest quality doors in a wide selection of styles. Pick up this 3-panel mission-style exterior door with top light for just $299.99 after rebate. Let in fresh air with Larson Storm Doors. This mid-view storm door features a screen-away retractable screen. It's just $219.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
You got me.
Tag.
You're it. Imagine a world with no drama. With 4imprint, you don't have to chase down the perfect promotional products. Exclusive apparel, bags, drinkware, and more. 4imprint will help you capture the moment and guarantee to deliver your order on time and on budget. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT Turbo Max pickups, or current Chevy owners get $7,500 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Floor & Decor, my go-to to get it all. Tile, wood, stone, and laminate, they've got it. Installation materials, yep, and all the tools I need, they've got those too. More importantly, they've got my back with benefits and services I actually want, and a pro app that makes my job easier. Floor & Decor just gets it. That means I get more done.
At Floor & Decor, whether you're looking for everyday low pricing on in-stock job lot quantities and installation materials, or a powerful partner to help take your business to the next level, we've got you covered. Discover Floor & Decor today.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
The fall semester at UW-Madison is almost here, and this week many UW students are moving into their dorm rooms. There are more than 20 residence halls across campus, so housing department staff and volunteers have been busy this week helping new students and their families get acclimated to their new home. Students can use this time to get familiar with campus and the surrounding area ahead of the start of classes next week.
Well, it's back to school time for families really all across Wisconsin. Some districts even go back this week ahead of the Labor Day weekend holiday. And that includes a school district down in Janesville. Freshman orientation is tomorrow at Parker High School, with the first official day for all students being on Friday. Superintendent Mark Holtzman is also excited about a new transportation initiative, which he announced on News 3 Now this morning.
We have a partnership with the City Transportation of Janesville that any student with a student ID can ride for free. And it's not just to school. They can ride for free anytime the bus transportation system is en route. So after school, on the weekends, to jobs, from co-curriculars. We're really excited about trying to remove any barriers to get to school and then help them get to where they need to go within our community.
And Superintendent Holtzman says the district is also in much better position staffing-wise this school year compared to last year. Still ahead, where Milwaukee Brewer fans can go for a chance to win some unique experiences.
Also, researchers at UW-Madison discover a way to easily bypass one of the security features that protects your phone. How you can make sure your private information is secure.
It'll shape it up to be a hot holiday weekend. Gary's back to break it all down. His complete forecast when we come back.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are Nabisco snack crackers or Ritz, 2 for $5. Basket and Bushel red seedless grapes, $1.48 a pound. And buy 3, get 2 free on select Coke products. Only at Hy-Vee.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains. Designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
In a Class 3 casino, you're playing against the house, so there's no guarantee a player has to win. Ever. And in a Class 2 casino, the players play against each other and not the house. So someone always wins.
So you're saying... He's saying if you want to win at something, you have to go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, a Class 2 casino where someone has to win. How about this then?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Look, Mom, I found one. Oh, yeah, you did, but we need an ATM from our bank, unless you want to spend a small fortune in fees.
No, thank you. Banking with BMO means more fee-free ATMs than the 2 largest U.S. banks combined, including places like pharmacies and grocery stores.
Saving money and more convenient. Look at you being so helpful.
What'd you expect? You're studying at a help stop.
That's you.
That's me, at a desk.
When a bank helps you get and stay ahead, that's the BMO effect.
Right now, get a free footlong at Subway, like the Subway Series menu. Buy 1 footlong in the app, get 1 free. For free. That's what I'm talking about. Order in the Subway app today.
You work hard enough. Take a load off this Labor Day with new appliances from Brothers Maine. Celebrate the holiday with unbeatable deals on top brands like GE Appliances, Cafe, Hotpoint, and Higher. Don't miss out. Shop the Labor Day sale at Brothers Maine today.
This Thursday, one day only, earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60. Thursday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Hey Siri or Hey Alexa. Sorry if your phone's reacting to me saying that, but it might be a phrase you say every day. But how easy is it for these voice-activated devices to know it is actually you?
Our Catherine Merck spoke with UW-Madison's digital security engineers about how their work proves there are risks to keeping things secure with the smart speaker.
A lot of us have voice recognition on our phones and use it all the time, but it can be pretty easy to manipulate, easy enough to use a PVC pipe for.
These systems do not provide sound security properties.
This professor is talking about products like Alexa from Amazon and Siri from Apple. The work in his lab proves that voice activation devices can get fooled.
It's a significant finding in research. So all of these systems share very similar working principles.
Here's how it works. If I talk through a PVC pipe into their systems, reporting from UW-Madison, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now. My altered voice is compared to their base of celebrity voices, meaning I could change my voice to fit the famous person's identity and hack a speaker-activated product.
Even a fingerprint is risky, but Voice ID is more risky than a fingerprint.
The findings at UW-Madison have been presented to digital security experts across the country. The research is concerning depending on what information you're protecting with your voice.
For security, like banks, or if you are a high-profile person and you have secret data on your phone, so relying on those technologies to authenticate or to identify you is a bit risky.
The advice from these engineers: don't get fooled yourself.
Security properties provided by these systems are not as solid as you think they are.
The team here hasn't tried using this method on big-name products like Amazon Alexa and Apple Siri. However, they're similar technologies, so comparisons can be made to those other devices. Reporting from the engineering lab at UW-Madison, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
Ford has recalled almost 42,000 Super Duty F-250 and F-350 trucks. It's because a left rear axle shaft can break and increase crash risk. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says this recall covers certain 2023 vehicles with single rear wheels and a 10.5-inch rear axle shaft. The agency says if that axle shaft is broken, it can cause a, quote, loss of drive power or vehicle rollaway when the truck is in park. Ford will send notification letters to owners of the affected vehicles by October 16th. Cooler temperatures now, but things will heat up for your holiday weekend. Gary's back with his complete forecast.
Yeah, it's actually going to be a chilly night tonight. 3 things you need to know in our forecast. Look for low temperatures to probably drop into the upper 40s again. Last night, they were in the 30s north of Wisconsin Dells. Most areas saw temperatures in the 40s to lower 50s, so we'll see similar temperatures for tonight. Temperatures start warming up for tomorrow a little bit more into the upper 70s compared to the lower 70s today, and then we're into the lower 80s by Friday. And then it turns hot. Saturday through Tuesday, high temperatures will be at or above 90 degrees. Record high temperatures are certainly a possibility. We have first warned weather alert days in the forecast for Saturday through Tuesday. That includes the Labor Day holiday. High temperatures in the 90 to 94 degree range. Humidity levels won't be quite as high as the last heat wave, so we're probably looking at heat index readings between about 90 and 100 degrees, but still, if you're out in the sun, it's going to really affect you, especially, for example, if you're at the Badger football game on Saturday. You can't get into the shade very easily if your seat's in the sun. And again, record high temperatures a possibility for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Most likely Sunday. I've got a predicted high of 94. The record high is 92, but we're going to be very close for Monday, Labor Day, and Tuesday. Nighttime low temperature is not quite as high again because of the less humidity that's in the air. But by Tuesday, we might see enough moisture that we could see low temperatures in the lower 70s, and that could be near record warm low temperatures. Precipitation, we need more of that. We're just about at the end of meteorological summer, comprising the months of June, July, and August. Month to date, we're already down 1.6 inches of rain. Remember, we got off to a wet start. For all of this rain was really in the first half of August. Since June 1st now, we're down over 4 inches of rain, and year to date, over 5.5 inches of rain here in Madison. And take a look at the forecast for the next 10 days. This is a time of year we should get about 1 inch of rain per week. Well, this is 10 days. We should be looking about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rain. Less than 1/10 of an inch of rain. Some areas may miss out on the rain altogether over the next 10 days. Weather track shows how quiet the weather is. A lot of times when you have a strong tropical system, we actually have two. We have Idalia, now a tropical storm, but also Hurricane Franklin that's been spinning out in the Atlantic Ocean. That lifts up a lot of air. It flows northward, sinks, and dries out. And notice the absence of clouds through the nation's midsection. And that's going to keep our weather pattern quiet for the time being. Upper level winds right now from the northwest. Temperatures, for the most part, pretty comfortable. Mid to upper 70s through Wisconsin. Closer to Lake Michigan, temperatures are in the 60s. But dew point temperatures are very low, in the 40s. That's why it gets cool at night. Notice those dew points, though, starting to climb out to the west of us. That's the moisture that'll eventually be heading in here, but it'll take a couple of days to get here. Right now, we're just looking at clear skies tonight, and through the day tomorrow, those winds will become a little more southerly, and that's what'll start to fuel the warm-up as we head toward the weekend. Planning your night across Dane County. Low 47 Middleton, 48 in Oregon, 45 in Marshall with mostly clear skies. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 43 Camp Douglas. They were down to 35 last night, 44 Wautoma, and 49 for the overnight low temperature in Monroe. 48 in Platteville. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a little milder. High temperature getting back up to 78 degrees in our first one. 7 to 10 day forecast. 83 on Friday, and then there's the 90 on Saturday. 94 on Sunday. 93 Labor Day Monday, and 92 on Tuesday. No rain expected those days. Maybe a shower or thunderstorm chance Tuesday night. A slight chance Wednesday. Humidity levels drop a little bit more for the end of next week. Highs still low to mid 80s, and maybe a slight chance of a shower or storm Friday into Saturday of next weekend.
The Brewers Community Foundation is hosting its annual Ultimate Auction to raise funds for more than 200 nonprofit organizations. The online event allows fans to bid on 15 unique experiences, including front row seats, an opportunity to throw the first pitch, meet and greet opportunities with Christian Yelich or Freddie Peralta, and more. Bidding will run through Tuesday, September 12th. Fans interested in participating can place their bids online. According to the Brewers Community Foundation, over the past decade, they've raised more than $47 million for local nonprofits.
And coming up in sports, another one-run loss for the Brewers. How their lead in the Central dropped to 3 games. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
How much money have you wasted trying to find the right shade of foundation to match your skin tone? You end up with so many unused bottles, yet you can't bear to throw them out. Now there's Color Beauty Self-Adjusting Foundation, which means you'll never search for the perfect shade again.
It's really difficult for me to find a good tone foundation. I usually purchase about 3 or 4 and sometimes mix them. Color Beauty is a game changer in finding the right foundation. You put it on your skin and it transforms into your own skin tone.
The Color Beauty foundation is so simple to put on. My skin looks great and it just looks awesome.
The key to the innovative Color Beauty formula is tiny color beads that release and blend to perfectly match your skin tone as you apply it. The foundation is white when it comes out of the bottle, but when I begin to apply it, it adjusts to blend perfectly with the color of my skin.
My biggest problem area is my cheeks right here. Color Beauty feels really light on my skin, and I can tell that it is pretty full coverage, so it looks like I don't have too much foundation on, but it is covering all my acne scars like I was saying before. I actually really love it. It's weightless and it's full coverage, and also it literally just matches my skin as soon as I put it on. It's no work. I've never experienced a foundation like this.
Color Beauty only comes in 2 colors, light and medium. If you have fair skin or you burn easily, go with the light. If you have darker skin, go with the medium. Plus, with an SPF of 50, they're getting the highest level of sun protection in a lightweight formula. And best of all is Color Beauty's exclusive special. Order Color's Ultimate Beauty Package today and get 40% off. That means you'll get the color adjusting foundation, the skin smoothing primer, and the fan favorite lash enhancer for thicker, longer looking lashes at 40% off. Plus, get free shipping. Visit color40.com or call the number on your screen.
A truck crash can be life-changing. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. We have a powerful team with the knowledge, resources, and history of results you'll need. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Dr. Jill Biden visits Madison to spotlight a range of topics from cancer research to education. Tomorrow, our live team coverage begins with a breakdown of the day's itinerary.
And we have a taste of fall for now, but the heat will be building for the upcoming weekend. An update tomorrow between 4:30 and 7.
Every game between the Cubs and Brewers is big because, well, it's the Cubs. But with the race to the playoffs heating up, these games matter that much more with the division race tightening. Crew entered with a 4-game lead on the Cubbies. Bottom of the 8th, tied at 2, and Cody Bellinger plays hero again. He beats the throw to first and scores the game-winning run. Brewers fall 3-2 in that lead, down to 3 games in the standings. From her monster kills to her big-time blocks, Devin Robinson has been a dominant force for Wisconsin volleyball ever since she stepped foot on campus. Before this season, I had a chance to go one-on-one with Devin to talk about her legacy that she wants to leave when her time is done as a Badger.
So here comes Wisconsin. Right side. Come on, Devin. Yes! Devin Robinson delivers.
Plenty of matches before your time here is done, but when it is over, eventually, do you think you've left the jersey in a better place?
Oh, definitely. I feel like wearing number 10 with the W, wearing the W is a big responsibility, and I feel like I've carried it pretty well with national championship and helping the team get 4 Big Ten championships in a row. I feel like that's pretty good for number 10, but there's still a lot left to be done.
Yeah, you mentioned, you know, the 4 Big Ten championships, a national championship. What's next?
You know, just the grind, you know, getting back in the gym and trying to get better every single day. I'm going to take this year one day at a time instead of being like, oh, there's this game coming up, there's this game. Like, now I'm going to focus on what I'm doing right now.
What's maybe your favorite part about volleyball?
My favorite part about volleyball is definitely just the team aspects, like having literally a second family, you know, with all my best friends, and we're getting to do something that we love, and we're pretty good at it. So, like, that makes it way more fun. And also, my favorite part of actually playing is getting, like, a huge stuff block, because then you're actually, like, shutting someone else down, like, oh, I just overpowered you, you know?
Do you ever come in here and you look up at the banners and we're like, that was part of that?
Yeah, like, we have like a recovery station over there, and sometimes I just come in here and just like look at all of them, like, wow, like we still have so much room to fill, you know? So, yeah. But it also makes me appreciate all the greats that have come before me. Like, there's banners that were here before I even got here, so it's like I want to keep building on that legacy.
Big match tonight on the road at Arkansas.
All right, we'll have an update on that at 10. Gary, final check of the forecast.
Looks nice out there now. Enjoy the weather while you can. It's going to get a lot hotter for the weekend. Clear skies here in Madison, Platteville, pretty much the same story. No clouds out there at all. As far as temperatures are concerned, right now, 70 in Madison, 60s to the east, 70s to the west here in Dane County. A few places already in the 60s in northeastern portions of Dane County. Still 72 degrees right now in Mount Horeb. Look for temperatures to drop into the upper 50s by late evening and down to upper 40s by morning.
All right, Gary, thank you. And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.